I am Katie Vanderstappen, and I am the Ag in the Classroom Coordinator for the McHenry County Farm Bureau. And this here is Sue Henning.
What are we going to make today, Katie?
Sue, we're gonna make one of my favorites, Shake a Sack Corn Snap. It is one of my
It
favorites.
sounds good. Are we going to use corn like this? You know, the kind of corn that we like to eat at picnics?
Ooh, no, this is actually sweet corn, Sue. And sweet corn is a delicious vegetable to eat in the summertime at barbecues, but it's not gonna be used today.
How about that? I eat that in the wintertime.
Yeah, this is also sweet corn that has been in a can. We can eat it throughout the year as well. It's my favorite vegetables, but we're not gonna use that in our snack, Sue.
No. How about this one? This corn, Katie?
No, not Indian corn. This is Indian corn, Sue. And the Native Americans used to plant this. Well, today we use it mostly just for decoration. So
In the fall.
In the fall.
Yep. How about this? My favorite.
Ooh, my favorite too. This is actually popcorn. And even though it's one of my favorite snacks, and it's a state snack of Illinois, we're not going to use it in our corn snack today.
Well, I'm not sure what kind of snack we're going to make today, Katie.
Well, we're actually going to use food that's made from this type of corn. This is field corn.
Doesn't look so good to me.
It doesn't right now, but we can turn it into all sorts of products. So this here is field corn, and this is the corn that's grown outside. And when you look outside your window, this is all the corn that's being grown and harvested right now in Illinois. All right, and I kind of wanted to show you a little bit about the life cycle of the corn. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. So as you all know, a seed is the first thing needed to plant corn. All right. So in the springtime, we're going to plant the seed in the soil. All right. And we live in the Corn Belt, which is a region in the United States that grows over 75% of all the corn in the whole U.S. Did you know that?
No. Why does it grow so much corn here?
Well, we just have the perfect temperature and the soil, so it's perfect for growing corn.
Great.
All right. So in the springtime, the farmers are going to plant all these seeds in their field, and about 10 days later, the seed is going to germinate. All right. After it's germinated, some bright green leaves are going to shoot out of the soil.
Called a sprout, right?
Called a sprout, exactly. And as that sprout grows, it turns into a seedling, and you have your tall green stalk and your long silky green leaves. And pretty soon, the flower or the tassel is going to grow on top of the corn stalk. All right? And on the tassel is where all the pollen is grown.
That's for pollination, right?
Exactly, it's for pollination. And that pollen is going to fall and land on the silks of the corn.
Oh, that silk that you take off, like when you eat sweet corn.
Exactly. And then when that silk has that pollen on it, that pollinates the corn, and the kernels can grow. And did you know that there are about 800 kernels on one ear of corn?
Like this. 800 kernels on one of these.
Yes, they're exactly.
Wow,
all right.
cool.
So then, once that plant has matured, the farmers are able to harvest it, and it's going to look just like
Wow.
this stalk
That's
right
one
here.
tall plant, Katie.
Yes, most of the corn stalks are about 10 feet tall or higher. When it's ready to harvest, it's going to be brown, all right?
And the leaves are pointy, just like you said.
Exactly, nice and pointy. So in the summertime, these leaves are going to be nice and green, and then when we're ready to harvest in the fall, they turn like brown and get nice and crunchy.
What's the stem called on
This
the
is
corn
called the stalk, all right?
Stalk.
Very strong, the sturdy stalk. And have you ever seen the root system?
Oh my goodness. Look at the roots.
Yep, the root is such a large root system because it needs to be able to support the stalk.
Tall plant.
Exactly.
And what does the tassel look like on the top?
All right, this tassel. This here is the tassel. All right, you can see it on the very top of the plant. And again, this is where all the pollen is.
How about the ear up?
And it falls down to the silks. All right, and again, when we pull back the husk, you can see all the kernels. Exactly.
And some of those kernels can be used for seed next year, right?
Exactly, sweet corn.
But we don't use them all for seed, right? What else is made out of corn?
Well, a majority of the corn is actually turned into feed. All right, so the corn is all ground up, and it can be used to feed cattle, pigs, chickens, goats, all sorts of animals.
How about my dog or my cat?
Yeah, a lot of dog food and cat food also
Wow.
have corn in it.
Very cool.
All right. So while animal feed is the number one use of corn, the next use is for ethanol. Scientists have developed a way to turn corn into ethanol, and we can use this to fuel our cars.
So because corn is renewable, right?
Exactly. Renewable means it can constantly be made, and it's good for our environment.
It burns cleaner for air pollution.
Exactly. So next time you go to the gas station, maybe see if there's ethanol at one of the stations.
Very good.
All right. And another awesome environmentally friendly product is biodegradable plastics. Scientists and engineers have found a way to use corn and turn it into plastics that are biodegradable.
What does biodegradable mean anyway?
It means that it can dissolve back into the earth. So maybe if this cup is on, someone just throws their cup onto the ground and it rains, this cup can dissolve and go back into nature without taking up room in the landfills.
Very cool.
Yeah. Some other objects that are biodegradable made from corn are these straws, these teas, so if you're going golfing and you accidentally leave your tea in the green and it rains, these can go back into nature.
Cool.
And these packing peanuts. Have you ever seen packing peanuts?
Yeah, I have.
Well, these ones are made out of corn, and these are also biodegradable. Now, I remember growing up, I always got packages with these
Yeah,
packing
like
peanuts.
styrofoam, right?
Styrofoam, exactly.
Cool.
And I actually have a little experiment. And styrofoam is made from oil. And oil is not a renewable resource, it's not biodegradable. So I have an experiment. We're going to see what happens when we put our packing peanuts into a cup of water. We're going to stir it around.
And mine is made out of oil, right?
Yep.
Styrofoam.
Styrofoam. And my packing peanut is made out of corn.
Nothing's happening to mine, Katie.
Ooh, look at mine still.
Oh,
Starting
it's
to break
getting
down.
all broken up. Oh, it's kind of getting squishy.
Yep, it's getting squishy.
And the water is foamy.
It's foamy. And look
Nothing here.
Look at that. My packing peanut's almost
Oh,
all
I
gone.
get it now. When
Yeah.
it's in the landfill and it rains,
Exactly.
it's going to
It's
dissolve.
going to dissolve. And look at, voila,
Very cool.
it's all gone.
That's a great idea.
Yes. So scientists are constantly trying to find ways to create environmentally friendly products out of this amazing plant.
That's very cool. But are we ready to make our snack yet?
Not yet, Sue. We're getting closer though.
Okay.
All right. So the next thing we're talking about, so we use corn for animals. We use it for biodegradable objects and ethanol. But we can also use corn for other products. All right, that we can eat. So like for some of the corn, it can be taken to a processor and it can be turned into corn oil.
Like for baking,
Yeah, for
right?
baking
You can
or-
buy it at the grocery store.
Exactly. All right. We also have corn syrup. You may have heard of corn syrup before because it's in lots of
Soda.
sweets. Yes, like soda or chewing gum. Lots of candy have corn syrup in it.
Ah, like sugar.
Sugar, exactly. Very
Yep.
sweet. Next thing we can also be is cornmeal. Cornmeal is all the corn ground up really fine. You can use it for
Like a flour.
like a flour,
Mhm.
exactly. It can be used for cornmeal, some cereal like corn flakes.
How about cornbread?
Ooh, cornbread. That's one of my favorites, especially around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, one other thing.
Another one is cornstarch. I use this when I'm making my pies and
Gravy?
my gravy to help thicken it up. But did you know that cornstarch is also used in the diapers?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's used for diapers. So corn can be used for food, also can be used to create medicines, makeup, and crayons.
I didn't know there were so many things.
There's so many more items that you can find that are made from corn.
Are we ready for the snack yet?
Yes, we're finally ready for our
Perfect.
snack, Sue. Alright, so like I was saying, today we're making Shake a Sack corn snack, and all the ingredients that we're going to be using today have corn in
Field
them.
corn, right?
Field corn, yes, exactly. Not the sweet corn or popcorn.
How do I know when I'm buying something at the grocery store if it has field corn in it?
Well, you can look at the ingredients list on the back of the bag or the box. So when you look at the ingredient list, it's going to show you what ingredients are in that food. And these are our corn chips. And when you look, the first ingredient is corn and corn oil. So this not only has whole
Wow.
corn, it also has corn oil in it. All right.
All right, let's get going.
Sounds great. I'm hungry. So in our sack, the first ingredient we're going to use is two
Pretzels.
cups of pretzels. And Sue, did you actually know that pretzels have corn syrup in them?
Corn syrup, there must be a little sweetness there,
Yep,
right?
exactly.
I didn't realize that.
And then we have our cheese curls, kind of like Cheetos.
Cornmeal, right?
Yes,
Katie?
exactly. That's when the corn is all ground up, nice and fine, almost like a flour.
Right.
All right. Then we have our corn checks.
Okay. And I think these are whole grain corn.
Yes, whole grain
and
corn.
cornmeal. My favorite.
Yes.
There's our corn chips
There's
with
our
the
corn
corn oil
Yep,
and the
corn.
corn. Wow, this is quite
Oh,
a sack.
It's gonna be delicious. Then we have our Kix cereal. Again, same. We have the corn.
So what if I don't like Kix, Katie? Do I have to put that in my snack?
No, you don't have to. You can omit it, or you can just pick around it too.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. And last but not least, my kid's favorite is candy corn. And do you think this is made from corn?
Corn syrup,
Corn
right?
syrup.
All
Yes.
sweet.
Oh, very.
So we don't want to eat too many corn kernels.
No. And then we can close our bag.
I can't wait to try it.
Yes. Give it a good shake to mix up all those ingredients.
Shake your sack, right?
Yes. Shake the bag. Get a tastiest treat. Let's see.
What's your favorite?
The Fritos, the corn chips.
Me too.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna get some of everything. Delicious.
Mm-hmm. So good.
See you next time, Katie.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.